Quick disclaimer. For y'all out there that are highly sensitive and easily offended, this is probably the wrong channel for y'all. Because I'm not sugarcoating anything I say. I'm speaking it straight up. So if you don't like what I have to say, you can go click somewhere else. I'm not tripping. Anyways, for y'all that are here, that rock with me, let's get into the video. Oh boy. Oh brother. This video topic. You can't compete where you don't compare. So, a lot of people live their lives idolizing others, looking up to others, trying to copy others. And I don't understand it. Now, I could probably attribute that to like me never having a role model in my house. So I had to be my own role model and lead by example. Not having a father in my house, growing up in a household of all women, I don't see what a good father is. I didn't really go into my friends' houses and see how their fathers acted. And on TV and shit, you know, on these movies and stuff, they like to make fathers these days look dumb and stupid. And I'm like, that's not what a real man is. So I had to come up with my own definition of what a real man is. And me having my own definition of what a man is, trying to search the internet, seeing different examples of men, seeing how men have fallen in many various different ways, I had to come to the conclusion, okay, I don't want to be like those men because they've fallen and I want to rise to the top. The point I'm trying to get across is that I wasn't trying to compete with anybody because I wasn't trying to compare myself to anybody. I was trying to become the person who I believed I should become, the man who I believed I should become. And a lot of people, they get caught up seriously looking at social media, looking at the TV, looking at these stars and celebrities, and they think, I should be that. I should become a celebrity, a star. If I'm not, I'm a loser. That was never me. I never looked up to celebrities or anything. If anything, the only people I looked up to were athletes because I wanted to be an athlete. Even then, I'm not gonna look up to an athlete because 90% of them go broke, don't know how to manage their money, screw around their whole careers, and then afterwards get lost. And I'm like, that's not me. If I was an athlete, I would be an entrepreneur and then an athlete. Like the athlete money would just be what helps me skyrocket my business and stuff. So I've always had a different mindset, a different mentality when it comes to what a man should be. So I have my own game that I'm playing. And my thing is, you can't compete where you don't compare. A lot of people try to compete with me, but we're playing two different games. A lot of people try to compete with me, but stay in your own lane. All my life, and I'm only 20, I've lived and led by example. And that example is what I believe a leader, a real man should be. And people have just always looked up to me for that. And I don't try to be a leader. It just happens. Like, bro, okay, that might sound smug as fuck, but I'm serious. I don't try to be a leader. I don't try to be a savior, but maybe subconsciously, shit. Like, I'm out here trying to help y'all niggas, but seriously though, I've always just been like, I understand I gotta struggle. I understand I gotta grind. So let me just get it. Let me go hard. I was never the soft, oh, I got pushed over, I'm gonna just sit here and cry. That was never me. I've always been that I got knocked down, let me get back up no matter how many times I get knocked down. And to me, that's just raw fucking masculinity. That's strength right there. That's courage and determination right there. And those are the morals, those are the values that I have, the virtues that I live by. And a lot of people try to compete with me, think they're better than me, when it's like they're fundamentals are all fucked up. They're over here playing a PlayStation 2 Blu-ray disc. You know those shits with the blue backs on the CDs? And I'm over here playing a digital game. Like, bro, your shit is all scratched. You're over here trying to put toothpaste on the back of it and rubbing alcohol on the back of it. Maybe the disc could start playing, but no, you get that red PlayStation screen every single time you try to put the game in. I got a digital game, so I'm not worried about any scratches or anything. I'm just playing. I'm just going. Yo, I don't know where that metaphor came from, but but seriously though, some people try to compete with me like I'm trying to be better than them. I'm not even competing with y'all. I'm not competing with anybody. I'm just trying to focus on my own life, do my own shit, become the best version of me. And people are out here trying to copy my game and burn it onto their own disc. But it's like, no matter how many times you try to copy me, I don't even want to be myself. I don't want to copy myself. Like, yes, I do love myself, but at the same time, I want to be better than who I am right now. I want to constantly keep growing. So if you copy me, you're copying the old version of me. You're copying the me that had hella scratches, hella faults. You're copying the old version of me that had bugs, glitches that needed to be patched. So what the fuck are you copying? Like, why not make your own game? Why not try to be yourself? Why are you trying to copy someone else? Even like, I don't know, people see me as like I'd like to say people think of me as a low-key celebrity. And it's not even a celebrity in the sense of, oh, I got clout and shit. Just the sense of, like, people always look at me and people look up to me. And I understand, because I try and I do live by example. So the fact that people look up to me, personally, is crazy. But let's say the people that look up to celebrities, the reason I think that's a problem is because when you look up to a celebrity, you don't know what they do. You don't know their past. You don't know if they had it easy. You don't know if they had it hard. You don't know if they take SARMs, trends, steroids, all that to get their body. You don't know how many managers, how many professional hairstylists, how much money they spend in the background. You don't know what. You just see them show up on TV in their perfect form. And going back to me, I just try to be authentic. I try to be genuine in every sense of the word. If I realize I fuck up, okay, everybody fucks up. People like to think celebrities don't fuck up. People like to think Kim Kardashian's perfect. Where the fuck does that come from? No, that bitch is a human too. I mean, she's 75% plastic, but the bitch is a human too. She cries, she got emotions, you know, maybe she signed her soul to the devil, but what the fuck? That don't, like, the bitch still a human. God still owned her soul. Hey, Kim Kardashian, it's never too late to repent for your sins, bro. Find God in your life, I'm serious. Anyway, like, Kanye did it. Anyways, people try to compete with me. For y'all that try to compete with me, just admit you love me. Just admit you look up to me. Nothing's wrong with that. I try to be an outstanding nigga, and I just stand out doing that. Simple. But where I say y'all could look at me, but don't try to compete with me, don't try to compare yourself to me. We come into this life with certain traits, certain gifts, certain talents, a certain backstory to us that's different for every single person. Even if you're a twin, you don't live the same exact lives. There's small variations. Even though there's that story of those two twins that like were separated and then ended up having like the same wife, same kids, drove the same car. That's just the outlier. But seriously though, we all come from different backgrounds. We all have different abilities to us. Some people aren't as athletic as me, but some people do have certain capabilities that I don't have, and I could admit that. I'm not perfect, and I thrive off not being perfect, you know? I try to just be the best I can, and other people try to be better than me. I'm like, why did you turn this shit into a competition? We're all just trying to live our own lives. Like, you could pipe down, little man. Seriously, bro. I don't understand people. I I really don't. But there is one thing I do understand. In this world, we're trained to look on the outside to figure out who we are. That means you get a job. Oh, I'm a banker. No, that's not who you are. Oh, I'm a YouTuber. No, I'm not a YouTuber. You aren't what you do. You are who you are. And that's simple. I'm out here on YouTube. I'm not a YouTuber. I'm not gonna define myself to what I do, because I'm more than what I do. If y'all follow me, y'all should, but if y'all don't, I understand. You guys are lost. It's okay. It's okay. We are more than what we believe we are, than what we confine ourselves to believe we are. If you play sports, yes, you're an athlete, but still you're more than just an athlete. Even though people will see you as an athlete, you like to draw on the side, you like to make music on the side, you like to take care of children, help the homeless on the side, but people would just call you an athlete and then box you into that. Like, do you guys hear how that sounds? I want you guys to really think about this stuff for yourself. Don't look at me and just listen to what I say. I want you guys to actually think about what I'm saying. Think about how it applies to your life. And just putting ourselves into categories like that, it's what boxes us in. It's how we box ourselves in, and we limit ourselves in our own life, you know? Like, a lot of people will look up to celebrities and stuff and think that's who they should be, that's who they want to be. Let me copy this person because people love that person. But it's like, no, if you copy someone, you're not being true to yourself. You know how people say, just be yourself? A lot of people can't just be themselves because they don't know themselves. And that's where the problems come from, when people just say, be yourself. Me, if I be myself, I know 70% of people would love who I am, just me being myself. If people don't, it's because they don't understand why I am the way I am. They don't understand why I could be weird, why I could be serious, why I could be goofy, why I could be calm, why I could be quiet, but at the same time extroverted. Like, it's just shit like that. People think, oh, this person looks this way, they act this way, let me box them into a category because that makes me feel safe. But it's, no, you don't gotta predict everything people do. Like, expect the unexpected. That's why talking to different people is so fun. You don't know what to expect from them. You don't know who this person is. You don't know their backstory. You don't know why they act the way they do. So you have so much you could learn from just one person. And I don't know. That's why I think people are beautiful. That's why I think this world is crazy, but at the same time amazing. And yes, even though there is a lot of darkness in this world, like, there's still a lot of shit in here that's fun, you know? There's still a lot in this world that's great and makes it worth living. Why would you live your life trying to copy someone else when you could just, like, you try to copy someone else. You try to mold yourself into who you think you should be based on who someone else is. That's how you lose yourself. Now, the advice I would give y'all is to mold yourself into who you should believe you will want to be, into the best version of yourself. Like, when you close your eyes, when you close your eyes and you take a second to think about yourself and think about, okay, I don't like this about myself. I don't like my body. Let me picture what could be better in my body. Let me see the perfect way I could look. And be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself, because genetics might have fucked you. You can still work to be the best you can, barring those the stuff you don't like with your genetics, you know? So even if you're short, even if you have terrible muscle inserts, even if you have a fucked up hairline, there's still other things you could do to make yourself look better. And hey, you just gotta work with what you got. You gotta work with what you got to live with in your life. Now I want you guys to think about, now that you have your perfect body, I want you guys to think about, what's your dream? What's your goal in this life? Who do you want to become? Yes, you have that perfect body, but how do you want to act? What do you want to do? What do you want to move throughout your life? How do you want to move throughout your life? And these are simply the questions I asked myself, because even as a kid, I had a picture of who I wanted to be in my head, and that mental image still stays with me to this day. Now, through the years growing up, I have tweaked a few things about who I wanted to be and what I want to do. But in the end, I still close my eyes and think, I'm becoming that nigga. I'm becoming that man And simply knowing that I'm becoming the person who I've wanted to be since a child, that makes me just love myself. I'm like, wow, I've really came this far. I used to be a little ass jit, and now I'm out here a bigger jit. Like, I'm out here being a whole man, trying to become the person I've always wanted to become, and I'm never gonna stop. Why would I try to become someone else wants me to become? Someone else is. I don't want to live their life. I want to live my life and make my life the best. Now, yes, again, this is gonna sound totally oxymoronic to what I've been saying, but you can compete healthily. You can make it a fun, lighthearted competition, and you can compare yourselves to other people and see, okay, that's how other people do stuff. I kind of like that better. So let me implement that way and make it my way of doing that thing. So let's say Jamal Crawford has the double behind the back. You want to do that, but the way you do it, you're not going to do it exactly like Jamal Crawford. You're going to do it like yourself. So it's not going to be the bam, bam, behind, but do it wide, because you like to glide when you do hesitations. If y'all, that might have flew over y'all heads, but for y'all that understand, y'all understand. But a lot of people out here, they just take too much influence from the outside. The first thing they do is look externally, when really you should be looking inside and being like, I'm not cool with who I want to be. Own up to it, that's okay, but work towards who you want to be. And that's how you make yourself happier. Trust me. That's how you make yourself happier. That's how you end up being happy with yourself. Because if you look at yourself and you think, damn, I just became this other person. Well, look at that other person. That other person that became better than who the fuck you became, because that person was already that person, working on themselves, becoming an elevated version of that person. When you were chasing the 2022 version of that person, we're in 2023 and that person's even better. So now you're stuck in 2022 being that person. I'm just saying, that's why you can't compete where you don't compare, because simply people just need to stay in their own lane, bro. You need to play your own game, bro. And it's that simple. I'm out, y'all. Is it not that simple? Well, that was the video. Thank you guys for watching this far, and hopefully you guys learned something new. You guys got some wisdom, some advice that you could take on throughout your life. Hopefully it's something that'll change your mind. But overall, if you did gain anything from this, whether it's enjoyment, knowledge, or whatever the fuck, like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, comment if you dare, and share to someone who you think could benefit from this video, you know? If you feel like a like, a subscribe, a comment, and a share isn't enough, or you simply just want to do more, I have different methods down in the description. I also got an online store that, if you guys check through there, that's a lot of support. Thank you for that if you do. And I also have other channels that I don't necessarily promote, but y'all can still go check it out. Like I said, it's all in the comments. So if you want to support me, go do that. I'm definitely going to keep grinding. So peace out. And I want y'all to keep grinding too.